The New York Jets, currently enduring a dismal 3-10 season, are preparing for a Week 15 road game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both teams, once harboring playoff aspirations, now find themselves competing for higher picks in the 2025 NFL Draft. Amid this backdrop, Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers has ignited a media firestorm with his recent comments criticizing sports coverage on ESPN. During his weekly appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, Rodgers, a four-time NFL MVP, lamented how sports media has evolved during his two-decade-long career. Taking aim at ESPN and modern sports talk shows, Rodgers suggested that the shift from highlight-driven programming to opinion-heavy commentary has diminished the quality of sports coverage. Rodgers takes aim at ESPN and sports media. Rodgers, speaking with former teammate-turned-analyst A.J. Hawk on Tuesday, expressed discontent with how sports discussions have shifted away from the game itself. Reflecting on his early years in the NFL, Rodgers praised the highlight-focused SportsCenter of his youth but criticized today's sports media landscape for prioritizing opinionated talk shows. "There's a lot of people talking about the game now, both non-former players and former players, trying to stay relevant fame-wise," Rodgers remarked. "The takes and the criticism are a lot different than they were maybe in the mid-2000s. He further derided modern sports pundits, stating, "Now it's all talk shows with people who believe they're celebrities. They're the stars for just being able to talk about sports or give a take, many of which are unfounded or asinine." While Rodgers acknowledged that fantasy football, gambling, and talk shows have increased the sport's popularity and contributed to higher player salaries, he argued that these developments have also fostered a lower football IQ across the league. He attributed this to reduced practice time and a less physical game, contrasting it with the more cerebral and violent nature of football in previous eras. However, Rodgers stopped short of naming specific individuals or programs he found objectionable, instead focusing on the broader trends in sports media. Ryan Clark fires back. Rodgers' comments sparked widespread debate, with several ESPN personalities responding. NFL analyst Mina Kimes and commentator Stephen A. Smith shared their thoughts, but Ryan Clark, a former Pittsburgh Steelers safety and now a prominent ESPN analyst, delivered the most pointed rebuttal during Friday's episode of First Take. Clark criticized Rodgers for his perceived hypocrisy, noting that Rodgers' remarks were made on the Pat McAfee Show, a platform hosted by a former NFL punter who has gained more fame as a sports pundit. Clark argued that Rodgers is engaging in the very behavior he criticizes. "I find it extremely funny that he's saying this on a show with a man who, as great as he was as a punter, is far more famous as a pundit in Pat McAfee," Clark said. A.J. Hawk, who I felt like was a good player, is now on TV, and he gets to give his thoughts as well. Clark also highlighted that Rodgers is paid for his appearances on McAfee's show, reportedly earning over $1 million, making him a direct beneficiary of the very media culture he criticized. "My issue with him is you're doing the exact same thing," Clark said. "The reason you're getting this opportunity to say these asinine things is because someone is paying you